Ambassador of India to Japan, His Excellency Shri Sanjay Kumar Verma, Embassy Official, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you. Today, we have gathered here to celebrate our country's 72nd Republic Day. It was on this day 71 years ago when the Constitution of India came into full force. Let's take this opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to constitutional values of unity in diversity, fraternity, and equality among all. Without further ado, I request the ambassador to hoist the national flag, followed by the national anthem. On the eve of 72nd Republic Day, the President of India, His Excellency Shri Ram Nath Kovind, addressed the nation. I now request the Ambassador to read the President's address.
Friends, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to extend my heartiest congratulations to all of us on the occasion of 72nd Republic Day of India. Now I will read out excerpts from the address of Honorable President of India delivered on the eve of our Republic Day. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार। विश्व के सबसे बड़े और जीवंत लोकतंत्र के आप सभी नागरिकों को देश के 72वें गणतंत्र दिवस की पूर्व संध्या पर हार्दिक बधाई। विविधताओं से समृद्ध हमारे देश में अनेक त्योहार मनाए जाते हैं, परंतु हमारे राष्ट्रीय त्योहारों को सभी देशवासी राष्ट्र प्रेम की भावना के साथ मनाते हैं। गणतंत्र दिवस का राष्ट्रीय पर्व भी हम पूरे उत्साह के साथ मनाते हुए अपने राष्ट्रीय ध्वज तथा संविधान के प्रति सम्मान व आस्था व्यक्त करते हैं। This day has come to mean a lot to all Indians living within the country and abroad. 71 years ago, on this very day, we the people of India adopted, enacted, and gave to ourselves a unique constitution. For all of us then, this is the day to also pause and ponder over the core values that the Constitution propounds. These values, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, outlined in the preamble of our Constitution, are sacred to all of us. Its abiding adherence is meant not only for those who are mandated to govern, but for the people at large. It is not without reason that the wise men and women who framed the Constitution chose to place these four terms at the very beginning of the Constitution to build the foundation on which the edifice of our democracy rests. In fact, these were the values that guided our freedom struggle. A galaxy of great leaders and thinkers like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, Mahatma Gandhi, and Subhash Chandra Bose inspired our freedom struggle. They had diverse dreams of a magnificent future of the motherland. But common to their aspirations were these values justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, इतनी विशाल आबादी वाले हमारे देश को खाद्यान्न एवं डेयरी उत्पादों में आत्मनिर्भर बनाने वाले हमारे किसान भाई बहनों का सभी देशवासी हृदय से अभिनंदन करते हैं। विपरीत प्राकृतिक परिस्थितियों, अनेक चुनौतियों और कोविड की आपदा के बावजूद हमारे किसान भाई बहनों ने कृषि उत्पादन में कोई कमी नहीं आने दी। यह कृतज्ञ देश हमारे अन्नदाता किसानों के कल्याण के लिए पूर्णतया प्रतिबद्ध है। Just as our hard-working farmers ensure food protection for the country, the brave soldiers of the armed forces ensure security of our national boundaries amidst severest conditions. From the freezing cold at Siachen and Galwan Valley in Ladakh, with temperatures as low as minus 50 to 60 degrees Celsius, to the scorching sun in Jaisalmer, with temperature as high as 50 degrees Celsius, on land, in the skies, and at the vast coastal areas, our warriors are vigilant every moment. Every citizen feels proud about the bravery, patriotism, and the spirit of sacrifice amongst our soldiers. By their contribution to food security, national security, protection against disease and disasters, and to different areas of development, our scientists have strengthened our national endeavors. From space to the farms, from educational institutions to hospitals, the community of scientists has enriched our life and work. Our scientists have been working day and night for decoding the coronavirus, and they have succeeded in developing the vaccine in record time. With this accomplishment, our scientists have added a glorious chapter of contribution to the well-being of humanity. Our scientists, along with doctors, administrators, and people from other walks of life, have made major contribution in containing the virus and keeping the fatality rate lower in our country compared to that in developed countries. Thus, all our farmers, soldiers, and scientists deserve special appreciation, and a grateful nation greets them on this auspicious occasion of the Republic Day. In order to open up the economy without risking the lives of the people, the process of unlocking was carefully calibrated. This has proved effective, and the economy has started showing indications of recovery faster than anticipated. The latest unprecedented collection of GST and India's emergence as a most favored destination for foreign investments are indicative of our fast economic recovery. The government has encouraged small and medium enterprises to unleash entrepreneurial spirit by providing easy loans to them and help them to come up with innovative business ideas. Dear fellow citizens, the adversities of the previous year have only reminded us of what we have always known deep in our hearts, that care and concern for humanity and the feeling of fraternity is what kept us together for millennia. In every sphere, Indians rose to the occasion and put others before themselves. We Indians live and die for humanity. This Indian ideal has been expressed by the great poet Maithili Sharan Gupta in these words: उसी उदार की सदा सजीव कीर्ति पूजती, तथा उसी उदार को समस्त सृष्टि पूजती। अखंड आत्म भाव जो असीम विश्व में भरे, वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. In English, these sentiments could be broadly conveyed in the following words: it is benevolent whose glory lives on in songs eternal. It is the generous whom the world reveres forever, whose spirit of oneness fills the boundless universe. They truly are human who die for fellow beings. I'm sure that this love of humanity and the spirit of sacrifice will take us to greater heights. Let us look at 2020 as a year of learning. There were miracles of a revitalizing Mother Nature, which taught humanity a hard lesson that the small is not expedient but complementary to the big. I'm sure that with a view to reducing the risk of such pandemics, the issue of climate change will be accorded top priority at the global level. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, आपदा के अवसर में बदलते हुए प्रधानमंत्री ने आत्मनिर्भर भारत का आह्वान किया। हमारा जीवंत लोकतंत्र, हमारे कर्मठ व प्रतिभावान देशवासी, विशेषकर हमारी युवा आबादी आत्मनिर्भर भारत के निर्माण के हमारे प्रयासों को ऊर्जा प्रदान कर रहे हैं। वस्तुओं और सेवाओं के लिए हमारे देशवासियों की मांग को पूरा करने के घरेलू प्रयासों द्वारा तथा इन प्रयासों में आधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी के प्रयोग से भी इस अभियान को शक्ति मिली है। इस अभियान के तहत माइक्रो, स्मॉल और मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस को बढ़ावा देकर तथा स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम को और अधिक मजबूत बनाकर आर्थिक विकास के साथ साथ रोजगार उत्पन्न करने के लिए भी कदम उठाए गए हैं। आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान एक जन आंदोलन का रूप ले रहा है। The net outcome of these efforts is before us. After about a year of this unforeseen ordeal, India today stands not despondent but confident. The slowdown has turned out to be a transitory as economy has regained its dynamism. A self-reliant India has manufactured its own COVID-19 vaccine and is now undertaking a mass vaccination drive, which will be the largest exercise of its kind in history. The administration and health services are working with full readiness to make this exercise a success. I urge upon the countrymen to utilize this lifeline and get vaccinated as per guidelines. Your health opens the way for your advancement. आज भारत को सही अर्थों में फार्मेसी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कहा जा रहा है, क्योंकि हम अनेक देशों के लोगों की पीड़ा को कम करने और महामारी पर काबू पाने के लिए दवाएं तथा स्वास्थ्य सेवा के अन्य उपकरण विश्व के कोने कोने में उपलब्ध कराते रहे हैं। अब हम वैक्सीन भी अन्य देशों को उपलब्ध करा रहे हैं। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, पिछले साल कई मोर्चों पर अनेक चुनौतियां हमारे सामने आईं। हमें अपनी सीमाओं पर विस्तारवादी गतिविधियों का सामना करना पड़ा, लेकिन हमारे बहादुर सैनिकों ने उन्हें नाकाम कर दिया। ऐसा करते हुए हमारे 20 जवान वीरगति को प्राप्त हुए। सभी देशवासी उन अमर जवानों के प्रति कृतज्ञ हैं। हालांकि हम शांति के लिए अपनी प्रतिबद्धता पर अटल हैं, फिर भी हमारी थल सेना, वायुसेना और नौसेना हमारी सुरक्षा के विरुद्ध किसी भी दुस्साहस को विफल करने के लिए पूरी तैयारी के साथ तैनात है। प्रत्येक परिस्थिति में अपने राष्ट्रीय हितों की रक्षा करने के लिए हम पूरी तरह सक्षम हैं। भारत के सुदृढ़ और सिद्धांत परक रवैये के विषय में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समुदाय भली भांति अवगत है। India is moving forward and taking its rightful place in the world. During the recent years, its arc of influence has been expanding and encompassing the larger part of the world. The manner in which India got overwhelming support of the international community for its entry as non-permanent member in the Security Council this year is indicative of that influence. The quality of our engagement with leaders across the world has enhanced manifold. India, with its vibrant democracy, has rightfully earned its respect as a responsible and trustworthy nation. We would do well to keep reminding ourselves of our constitutional mantras. I've said this before, but I will repeat that we should make it a part of our daily routine to meditate upon the life and thoughts of our father of the nation. We must make all efforts to wipe tears from every eye Equality is the watchword for the great project of our republic. Social equality warrants dignity for each one of us, villagers, women, weaker sections of the society, namely scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, Divyangjan and elderly people. Economic equality entails equal opportunity for all and handholding for the downtrodden. Acts of helping fellow human beings expand our capacity for empathy. In our collective path ahead, fraternity is our moral compass. Let us all continue on the path of constitutional morality with Baba Sahib Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, mentioned in his speech to the Constituent Assembly on November 4, 1948, while presenting the draft of the Constitution. He clarified that constitutional morality means supremacy of the values enshrined in the Constitution. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, हमारे गणतंत्र की स्थापना का उत्सव मनाने के लिए इस अवसर पर मेरा ध्यान विदेशों में बसे अपने भाई बहनों की तरफ भी जा रहा है। प्रवासी भारतीय हमारे देश का गौरव है। दूसरे देशों में बसे भारतीयों ने विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में कामयाबी हासिल की है। उनमें से कुछ लोग राजनीतिक नेतृत्व के उच्च स्तर तक पहुंचे हैं और अनेक लोग विज्ञान, कला, शिक्षा, समाज सेवा और व्यापार के क्षेत्रों में बहुमूल्य योगदान दे रहे हैं। आप सभी प्रवासी भारतीय अपनी वर्तमान कर्मभूमि का भी गौरव बढ़ा रहे हैं। आप सबके पूर्वजों की भूमि भारत से मैं आपको गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। हमारे सशस्त्र बलों, अर्धसैनिक बलों और पुलिस के जवान प्रायः अपने परिवारजन से दूर रहते हुए त्यौहार मनाते हैं। उन सभी जवानों को मैं विशेष बधाई देता हूं। मैं एक बार फिर आप सभी देशवासियों को गणतंत्र दिवस की शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Ambassador Sir. Now we have performances of timeless patriotic songs put together by students of Global Indian International School, followed by a performance by students of India International School in Japan.
जिंदगी
With this, we have come to an end of our program. On behalf of Embassy of India, I express my sincere gratitude to everyone present for successfully marking the 72nd Republic Day of our country. Thank you and Jai Hind.